And it's through these committees that most of the work of the legislature is done and accomplishments are achieved. Whatever the judgment of history will be for this 9th House of Representatives, whether for good or bad, will depend largely on the conduct and the activities of the committees we are inaugurating today. In constituting these committees, the leadership of the House of Representatives has taken time to ensure that members are assigned to committees that fit perfectly with their legislative interests and priorities, their prior experience and skills, as well as the identified needs of the constituencies they represent. It is now left for you, the chairman and members, to go forward and show yourselves capable of meeting the responsibilities to which you have been assigned and deserving of the mandate which you hold in trust of the Nigerian people. I charge you to be dutiful in the discharge of your constitutional responsibilities of oversight and lawmaking, taking every care to ensure that at all times your conduct is without reproach and your service is motivated only by considerations of the best interests of our country. You know as well as I do that our country for several years now has been contending with serious challenges on multiple fronts, from the economy to national security, social justice to healthcare, infrastructure to the environment, and climate change. This is a time that calls for determined efforts to achieve substantive reform and ensure that our country can overcome its challenges and take advantage of the opportunities that abound for economic advancement and social development. I trust that as you recognize these realities, your efforts will reflect this recognition and be motivated by it. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to the ministries, departments, and agencies of government for their cooperation and collaboration. It is only through our joint efforts that we can meet the objectives of this administration and keep the promises we have made to the Nigerian people. We in the House of Representatives intend without reservation to exercise the full authority of the legislature as it relates to the oversight of the MDAs. However, our purposes are not punitive, neither are our intentions adversarial, but in furtherance of our shared objectives of national development, peace, progress, and prosperity for all. To this extent, we will be fully supporting and empowering our committees, particularly the Committee on Legislative Compliance. This is for effective oversight. The ad hoc committees on the Niger Delta Development Commission and that on the ports and harbors are to conclude their investigations and submit their reports by Friday, the 4th of October, 2019. All other ad hoc committees are to conclude their activities and submit their reports before the 14th of October, 2019. I thank the chairman and members of these ad hoc committees for their dedication and a job well done. Already the House has begun to act on some of the issues that have been unearthed and the recommendations they have made. These efforts will continue through the respective standing committees. Let me say once more that the job of nation building is a joint task, and the ambitions we have for our country can only be achieved through the dedicated efforts of every citizen, especially those of us elected officials, in whom our fellow citizens have invested their hopes, their dreams, and their expectations of a better life for themselves and a better future for their children. We must never lose sight of this reality, as to do so would be a betrayal of our commitment to God and country. I congratulate all of you, Chairman, Deputy Chairman, and members of the standing committees of the 9th House of Representatives, and I wish you success in your new assignment. And by the powers vested in me through the Constitution and the House rules, I hereby inaugurate the standing committees of the House.